Thank you, George. Thank you, Father. Thank you, each and everybody that's here today. My name is Vu Pham. I was born in Vietnam. My story is for God glories. I could have been hurt very bad, or could have been dead at least like 10 to 15 times. When my mom had me, she carried me. The doctor specifically told my mom to take me out, have abortion to save my mom's life in Vietnam, to save her life because some kind of complication. And my mom said no, and she went home to a different hospital and had me. And I was born, and I was here 41 year later, across the ocean. Tell you, and I was a premature baby. I'm not even gonna use my note. I'm sorry. This is my 7th time, but somehow I just couldn't could use my note, George. I'm just gonna. My bad. I was born 1 kilo. 1 kilo, and then I was very skinny. I talk so much now, you couldn't even shut me up. Because when the day I was born until I was 5 or 6, nobody understand what I was saying. Very stutter, skinny, because of the effect of premature baby. Couldn't get no girls, you know. Now they come to the salon every day. I don't understand what I was saying. Until I was 5 or 6, I just run around skinny around the neighborhood, and they couldn't understand. And then when I was 5 or 6, my mom and dad put me and my brothers on a fishing boat to escape from Vietnam because of the Vietnam War back in the 60s. The North and the South fight together. More than 56,000 American soldiers died, may they rest in peace, and 2-3 million Vietnamese died from both sides. And my mom and dad wanted us to have a better life. So they put us on a boat to escape from Vietnam with my brother, 20 other people. My mom and dad have to pay like money for the smuggler to take us out of the country. Hundreds of Vietnamese, 1,000 people die in the ocean. You know, there goes your freedom. Get on a boat and get out. Hope for a better life, because we don't want to be under the communist corruption. And when I was on a boat for 5 days, 5 nights, we bumped into the pirate. Cause usually during that time, a lot of pirates, they in the ocean, they go out there looking for a boat, and then most time they bump into the pirate. They usually rape the woman, take the money, rob you, whatever you guys, sink the boat and let you die. And somehow they give us rice, probably like 10 feet over. They just look at us really weird. A man with weapon, that's all I could remember. And they look at us and they throw us rice with cashew, we eat it. And that's the second time. It is the hand of God and Jesus that saved me. The abortion, the pirate. And then when we was on the boat for 5 days, 5 nights, when you look up, all you see is the sky. And when you look around, all you see is the water. And we run out of gas, food, oil. I was so thirsty, I was leaning over to drink the water, which you can't. My brother stopped me, I remember that. And the next thing I open my eyes, I see this big, really huge boat. Cause we just laying on the boat, waiting to die, just like fish on the water, just laying there. That's probably one. And it's like Jesus coming, huge, like a Titanic, big boat. Just lay there and look up, open my eyes, it's a big boat. And this again, that's the 3rd time God and Jesus. I believe that God and Jesus is the hand of God and Jesus that saved me again. The 3rd time they took us to the island, the big boat come, save us, take us to the first island, somewhere in Thailand for a couple weeks or so, and then they transfer us to Song La, Banat Nakhon Sieu, 3 refugee camp within 3 years. So they locked you down in Thailand. In the refugee camp, they lock you down, and you can't go anywhere but, you know, in the fence locked for about 2-3 years. And on my 2nd camp, I see my uncle and the other cousins, so we joined together. They escaped the same way a lot of people, 2-3 million people just escaped in Vietnam during the war back in the 60s. So everybody just living. Somehow we just see them on the 2nd camp. And then we joined together. We're in three refugee, one island, 3 refugee camp. in Thailand for about 2-3 years, and we got sponsored from a group of church in San Francisco, and I ended up with my uncle, 2 uncles, 4 cousins, my brothers, in Oakland, California at the end of 1985. And we all stayed in 2-bedroom apartment, all male, 8 people, 2 uncles, 4 cousins, me, my brothers, and I'm the youngest one. It's a little bit rough. I got beat up at home. I got an attitude too, you know. I got beat up, my uncle, my cousin, I'm the youngest one, and I got beat up at home. I got beat up in my neighborhood. I got no mom, no dad, no English, no money. So every school I went to, I get teased and I get beat up. So it's kind of, I'm getting tired of getting beat up. So now, you know, I volunteer. I've been volunteering at VIP for about 8-9 years at night, from 7 to 9, 5 days a week. Now it's just 2 days a week for now because the winter. They come to do a martial art, MMA, kickboxing, wrestle, a workout for free for about 8-9 years now. And that's probably one reason why I get tired of getting beat up and I get into MMA. And I had a couple fights in Indiana. I got beat up but anyway, back to and I'm so tired of getting teased. I get beat up. So it kind of pushed me to the street. So I joined again. Cause they show me love, you know. They give me drugs. I like it. You know, they show me how to steal, how to rob, how to shoot, you know. And you know, cause I don't get no, I don't get no love at home, around my neighborhood, in the church. Oh, pretty much surrounded by bad people. So one thing leads to another. I'm in a gang and just, you know, stealing. I'm an addict, doing drugs, shooting, and they shoot at us. It wasn't nice. I mean, I was just straight lost. In Oakland, California, the neighborhood I was in was like, whoa, they probably have like 10,000 gang members in Oakland. Just in the city alone, but in the Bay Area, in Northern California, right next to San Francisco, a lot of gangs. Where the neighborhood I was in, it's a lot. I mean, but then one thing lead to another. The first time I got shot is on East 27 in Oakland. We tried to, I stole a lot of cars, mostly Honda. That's how Honda, radio car, that's how they want me to do it. I was young, 12, 13. The more you do bad stuff, the more you do it, the big homie, the older people, they like you. They be like, yeah, do it. They teach you how to, that's the love I get from the street, and I kind of fit in, you know. The more bad things you do, the more they like you, you know. So they tell you, hey, go steal this car. Cause they usually, they tell me to go take a Honda, and they just, they ship it to China. They're like $500 for a Honda or a radio, and they give me drugs, you know, because I was addicted, you know, to drugs. And all bad stuff. But yeah, the first time, the abortion, the pirate, the Big Bull 7, and then that'll be the 4th time on East 28. We tried to steal a car, me, my friend, 2 other people. And then they shot at us, and then one bullet get through the tire from the left side, went into the tire, curb hit my friend in the shoulder. And yeah, and then my friend was driving, I was in the front and he's in the back, and my friend said, hey, I got shot. So I turned around, picked up his hand, and his hand just dropped down. So we took him to the hospital, and then the next morning he died. And that's the 4th time that, you know, I believe it's the hand of God and Jesus that saved me. I was untouched. The next, they probably shoot at us the whole clip, and one bullet got through the tire in my friend's shoulder, and I was untouched. Again, I believe that's the hand of God and Jesus. 4th time saved me. And the next time I got shot was on East 12 Avenue. We used to like to hang out at coffee shop. That's what we do. And you know, they pay us to protect them. Like at the coffee shop, our group, you know, we hang out there, and then my friend have a problem with another gang in San Jose, California. So they supposed to come and talk, and you know, we got a lot of guns, and they got a lot of guns, and they supposed to come and talk at the coffee shop on that day, and right when I walk out and I see two red Legend parked there, and the next, they called my friend out, he didn't come out, but right when I walk out, and it's just like in a movie, like 45 seconds to a minute, all you see is this bullet just flying in, into the coffee shop, just shooting in. A lot of people got shot on the side, on the back, on the finger. People playing game, and then they jump down to the floor and still got shot in their leg because their leg's still up in the air. And luckily, once again, that's probably the 5th time that, you know, I was untouched. Right when I walk out, they start shooting, and I'm not making any up. This happened to me. And then the next time, I used to be an addict, you know, so when I don't have money, I go rob the drug dealers. West Oakland, call West Oakland, I go there, get the money, get the drugs, and then my friend, you see, I don't drive, my friend drive, and get the drug, they give us a drug, and they just drove off. And a lot of times, they just take out a gun and shoot at you, or they go to the bushes where, or however they hide their gun, their drugs, and take shoot at us. And in West Oakland, we did that with my friend, and they shot at us, and they hit the car on the back. But once again, it is the hand of God and Jesus that I was untouched. That's in West Oakland. And in East Oakland, 23rd Avenue, I did the same thing. It's pretty easy, same MO. You know, you go there, ask for the drugs, and we take it, and then just speed off, you know, drive off. And most of the time, they all got guns. And they shot at us in East Oakland, 23rd Avenue. And once again, it is the hand of God and Jesus. I don't know how many times is that. But the thing is, like, my friend did the same thing in East Oakland, 23rd Avenue. He did it without me. Go there, rob the drug dealers, and he's died. They shot at him and he's died. And I believe it's the hand of God and whoever protected me, the angel, is just very busy. And then on Fruitvale Avenue, this is all the incident that I believe that it is the hand of God and Jesus. I don't know why I'm still here, but I crossed the ocean here, 41 years, to tell you that God is real, God is good, God loves you, God have a plan for you. I was a bad boy, but now I'm here working for God. Excuse me. And on Fruitvale, we tried to steal a car and a radio, and they point a gun at us upstairs. And then, you know, they just didn't even shoot at us. And in Alameda County, Alameda, the city next door in the bowling alley, we did the same thing. I steal a lot of radio in the car back then. It's easy. You know, you see a nice car, you usually have radio, or whatever the older people tell you to take. Mostly car, radio, you know, we go look for it and get it. And then at the bowling alley, we tried to steal the car and the radio, and they point a gun at us, didn't even shoot. And I don't know how many times it's that. And then I ran away to LA. It was like 8 hours from Oakland to LA. It's pretty rough. I stayed in a gangster's house with really, really bad people. And I was there, they have a lot of guns, and we were just making a circle. Everybody was just playing with the gun, and my friend from Oakland, me and him, we ran down there and run away from home. And then he pointed a gun at me, and my other friend said, hey, don't do that, don't do that. And right when he put it down, boom, the gun went up. The gun go off. And I really believe that's it. Back then, I really don't think about it. Like, wow, you know, you should keep on moving and moving, keep on, I didn't even care. It was just straight darkness. I was lost. You never thought about it. And now, you know, I even, you're like, wow, how's that possible? And it is the hand of God and Jesus. Okay, one more time, in Durham, North Carolina, I went to visit my friend in Durham, North Carolina. We got drunk, so I was just visiting. They lived there, they moved away from Oakland. And we went to the hood and to get drugs. They took me, I was in the back. My friend was driving me, and we went to the hood, and then he made fun of this black guy. He looked like Montel Williams, bald-headed, mustache. What I can remember, and then he would make fun of it. So I was sitting in the back, and the drug dealer pointed a gun really close. Because I guess he got mad. He pulled out a white revolver and just pointed at me. And my friend stepped on the gas and he started shooting. and I was in the back. And the one that made fun of him, he was in the front. He got shot in the shoulder, and it just like my head be like, oh man, it happened again. Because in East 27 in Oakland, I was in the front, and my friend in the back got shot and he died. This time I was in the back. My friend was in the front. He got shot. But, you know, luckily, you know, to this day, he still got the bullet in there. He's still okay. But I was in touch once again. That's all and that's the bullet, and then the car accident in Oakland. I don't know how many times it's that, but it had to be the hand of God and Jesus. Through the bullet, through the abortion, to the pirate, to the big boat, to the bullet, to the drugs, to the gang, to all the shooting, the robbing, and I'm still here. And that's not even it. Now come to the car accident. When I was in the 3rd grade, I used to, you know, no mom, no dad, whatever you can get, money, food. I usually follow this lady after school, take care of her kid, and you know, after that, you know, whatever she doing, running errand, I just sit in her car and help her, and then she buy me food, you know, and she ran the stop sign. Another car hit us, spin around, and then, you know, the car window broke and hit my face. It was like really big, the hole right here. And to this day, I didn't feel it. You know, the ambulance came and go to the house and they took out the glass. No one that could hurt except me, but I could have been hurt very bad or that. And I don't even feel it. Big glass, like this whole scene. And from San Francisco back to Oakland, I used to go to San Francisco and take a lot of cars. Honda is easy. Go there, take a Honda, bring it back to the gangster, and they give you 500, they ship it out to China, or they do whatever with it. Then I go there, take a lot of car, and I come back, and there's a clear freeway. I hit the rail, boom, boom. If I hit the rail and fall out, 100% I'll be dead. But you know, through the car accident, and then I was okay. Because it was curved and high. Okay, that's in Oakland. And then in Nay here, out of Brian, I come home, I step on the gas. No, I step on the brake. The car spin around, flip upside down, went into the ditch, and I see the poles coming. I'm like, how can I stop it? And I was upside down, and the car stopped by itself. I see the pole coming. And then I walked, the car was total. It's a Honda. The car was total. And I have a Honda out here. I don't know, me and the Honda. And then I walk away untouched, not even a scratch. And the car was total. And in Indiana, it's my Honda Fit out here. I come back from Warsaw, Indiana, because, you know, I used to take the boys, they do MMA, I took them to Virginia, New York, Chicago, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, to go fight in a cage fighting. And I come back from Warsaw, Indiana, and once I opened my eye on the freeway, I went into the ditch again with the Honda, and they keep going. And this time I see this big, like way bigger, big pole in the freeway in Indiana, big. And I'm coming to the pole, and this time it's big. It's same thing, it flashed back from there. But this time the pole is bigger. How can I stop it? Because my car, Honda, went down like this, and it keep going because it's fast. I overslept, I guess, and the car stopped by itself. It cost me like at least $12,000 to fix a Honda out there. And I walk away from it, it's not even a scratch. And then I used to have a Honda. I have a salon in Bryan, and on 66, I really go and follow the SUV, and once you make a right into the hospital, past Meyer, I guess she didn't signal, and she stopped so quick that I couldn't make a left. Either hit the back of her SUV or the ditch. I like the ditch. You know, I went to the ditch. Me and the motorcycle flipped a couple times. The motorcycle is damaged, and I have a few scratches. And then another car accident is from 24 to 475 to 75 to by Perrysburg to Toledo. I step on the gas, make a curve so fast, it spin around, went into the ditch a couple times, and I'm okay. And I just go back up. because it was an SUV, my wife's SUV. Oh, one more time, I got robbed in Detroit and Detroit Avenue in Toledo, Detroit and Hollywood. This big black guy, he got a really short knife. He put it on my throat like this. All you gotta do is just yank it, and I'll be there. I feel the blade. And he put it here. He took like $40, $50. I feel the blade on my throat. I still feel it this day sometimes. And I was not even bleeding. He took the money and took off. Man, that's all I got. I don't know how many times is that, 15 times? I promise I'm not making this up. This is what happened to me. I moved away from Oakland. I met my wife. I moved away after 6 months. We moved from Oakland to Durham, North Carolina, to Indianapolis, to Toledo, to Tiffin, to Elyria, to Napoleon, and then here. I've been here for 19 years, the longest. And and I've been volunteering. That's probably one God prepared me, because now you see my car, my banners. My friend, she died about 5 years ago. I did her nail on Friday, and she went out. She's really young, my friend, my client. She's really young. She went out, they give her a heroin. Jesus said heroin kill. So I'm like very active about it. That's one reason why. And plus I volunteer for the boy to come at night. So kind of tell them don't do drugs. Jesus saved me. That's many, many times. And then heroin killed my friend. That's why I started Jesus Saved Heroin Kill. To let them know. 47,000 people died 2015. 53,000 people died for just heroin 2014 is 47,000. 2015 is 53,000. 2016 is 67,000. And 2017 is 72,000 people. I done a bunch of drugs when I was younger. It didn't kill me, but heroin, the number keep going up, 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 just for doing drugs. And that's why Jesus said heroin kill. And that's all I got. Thank you, George. Thank you to each and everybody coming. God is good. God is good. God loves you. God has a plan for you. I'm so ashamed of my past. In Oakland, I moved away. I changed my name. I don't want to do that, which is one thing lead to another. And now this is my 7th time that go around and tell people that God is real, God is good, God loves you, God have a plan for you. And thank you all for coming. Thank you, George. Yes, sir.
Change my mind. I don't need to ride home on work.
Okay.
Hey, we're going to do something a little different now, because Victor wanted me to kind of help him out here.
Yes, thank you, George.
And you know, I don't do drugs. I haven't done drugs, and I've wrecked cars, but not that. But we never would think about buying a Honda. I've been in 40 years, you know. But anyway, so what Victor's bringing up here is the question is, and he's searching right now, trying to find out and think about and contemplating on why did God do this? I mean, when Victor was active in all these things you talked about, God wasn't anywhere near him, he thought, but God was with him. He didn't understand that. Nobody ever gave him any structure, like we talked about. You never had the structure to understand who God was. So think about that. So Victor's become the man he is today because somebody finally woke you up to the fact that what God is and what love is, and you're starting to try and put some structure in your life and some meaning in your life and purpose. So, you know, this is a lesson for all of us. Just because maybe we're lucky enough to be born in a faith-filled home, doesn't mean we all haven't given up on some instances and we haven't shared different things with people or struggled with our spiritual experiences, struggled with our spiritual questions. So what we got right now on the table, you see there's a yellow, everybody grab a little yellow sheet if you can, or share it with someone. And these are we thought we'd just look at these spiritual questions. And there's a pen there. If you want to write something down, fine. If you don't, if you just want to talk about, you know, keep it in your head here a minute. But these are questions that we come up with, right, Victor?
Yes.
That we think that everybody struggles with in life sometimes. And so, first two questions, I'm going to ask Victor these questions. This is the way he wanted to do it. And he's going to kind of give me his thought right now. Now, everybody in this room, you got to remember, everybody in the room is at a different spiritual level or a different place in their life, right? Some of us are pretty